Good afternoon, friends. This is Dr. Rahul Mishra. I welcome you all once again in my YouTube channel. Thank you, all of you, for liking my videos and subscribing my channel. And if you have not done so, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. And please don't forget to press the bell icon, because by doing so, you will get the notifications as and when I upload any videos in my channel. So we have completed the projection of planes part. So now let us come to orthographic projection. I have already explained orthographic projection also, but since we have to draw the block diagrams now, so it is better to revise once again what is orthographic projection. So let us start with this chapter, orthographic projection. Okay, so as I have already mentioned in my previous videos, already explained in my previous videos, that there are 4 quadrants. Please see here this part. Okay, there are 4 quadrants: first, second, third, and this is first, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. And there are 2 planes. This horizontal line is called horizontal plane, and this vertical line is called vertical plane. Okay, so anything above HP and in front of VP is in first quadrant. Anything above HP and behind VP, VP के पीछे, is in second quadrant. VP के सामने तो फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट। एच फर्स्ट और सेकंड दोनों एचपी के ऊपर है। सी बोथ फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट आर अबव एचपी, बट फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ वीपी, मीन्स वीपी के सामने, एंड सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट इज बिहाइंड वीपी, मीन्स वीपी के पीछे। ओके, now moving forward to third quadrant, it is again the third and fourth quadrant both are below HP. Okay, but in third quadrant it is behind VP, means VP के पीछे है, and in fourth quadrant it is in front of VP, means VP के सामने है. That is, third quadrant we can say below HP and behind VP, and fourth quadrant we can say below HP and in front of VP. Okay, so I have mentioned this three dimensionally. These are the planes, suppose HP and VP, the horizontal plane and vertical plane. So this is first quadrant, it is written above HP in front of VP. This is second quadrant, above HP behind VP. Third quadrant, below HP behind VP. Fourth quadrant, below HP in front of VP. Just now I explained, and if you want I can explain here also. See, this is the condition of first quadrant. This is HP, this is VP. So this is first quadrant, above HP and in front of VP. Now this is second quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is HP, this is VP. So above HP, behind VP. Now this is third quadrant, this is HP, this is VP. Okay, this is VP, this is HP. So below, this is in third quadrant, so this is below HP and behind VP. Now this is fourth quadrant, this is HP, this is VP. So this is fourth quadrant, here is in fourth quadrant, means below HP and in front of VP. So these are all 4 conditions. Okay, now, so this I have already explained, just now again I have explained. Now what is the rotation policy or rotation protocol, which I have already mentioned, that we have to rotate the horizontal plane 90 degree in clockwise direction. Okay, what is the rotation protocol or rotation principle, that we have to rotate, since this is in third quad, this is in 3D figure. Okay, since this object is 3D figure, but we cannot show in 2D figure like this, because we have in 2D we have to show the whole figure in one plane only. So how we can show it in one plane? By rotating the HP clockwise 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree clockwise you have to rotate HP. So this is the rotation protocol. And profile plane, this is another plane where we can draw the side view. In vertical plane we will draw the front view, in horizontal plane we will draw the top view. This you all know. Okay, see, this is horizontal plane, this is vertical plane. So from front, this you are seeing, this is front, so the front view is always visible in vertical plane. The top, from here you are seeing, this is the top, so the top view is always visible in the horizontal plane. And here there is one plane, this plane, this side. Okay, there is one plane, this is called a profile plane. So if you draw the side view from here, you see the image here in the profile plane. Okay, so you have to rotate the profile plane anti-clockwise 90 degree likewise, and you have to rotate the horizontal plane clockwise 90 degree likewise. So this is the vertical plane, this is the horizontal plane, both are in one plane now, and this is the profile plane. Previously you are rotating it anti-clockwise 90 degree, so this will come in front of this object. likewise. So this is the vertical plane, this is the profile plane, and this is the horizontal plane. In vertical plane you will get the front view, in horizontal plane you will get the top view, and in profile plane you will get the side view. Okay. So this is the rotation protocol which I have already mentioned. Now see here, and I have already mentioned that we will be drawing only in first quadrant and in third quadrant, not in second and fourth quadrant. Why this is so? Because see, once again I am explaining. This is the condition of first quadrant, okay, and if we rotate HP 90 degree clockwise, this is like this, means here this is the VP and this is the HP. So here front view above XY line and top view below XY line. This is in first quadrant. In second quadrant, what is the condition? This is second quadrant. This is vertical plane and this is horizontal plane. What I said, we have to rotate HP 90 degree clockwise. So this 90 degree clockwise means like this. So now by doing the rotation protocol, both HP and VP are in above XY line. So your figure will become very congested. Both the front view and top view will get overlapped. So it is very difficult to understand. That is why second quadrant has not been followed. Okay. Now third quadrant like this. This is HP and this is VP. Okay. So we have to rotate HP 90 degree clockwise. We are rotating like this. So now HP goes up, VP goes down. In first quadrant, VP is in up and HP is in below XY line. But here HP above XY line, VP below XY line. And so here the top view, in HP we get the top view. So top view is above XY line and front view is below XY line. This is third quadrant. Now in fourth quadrant, like this is VP, this is HP and this is VP. And what is the rotation protocol? We have to rotate the HP 90 degree clockwise. So we are rotating it like this. So now both HP and VP both are below XY line. So your front view and top view both will overlap. So the figure get congested, very cumbersome, very tedious to understand. That's why second and fourth quadrant are not used for presentation. Okay. So first quadrant and third quadrant are only used, and that too in India we are using first quadrant only. Okay. So unless and until in question if it is written that draw the projection in third quadrant, you will not do so. Okay. You will always follow first quadrant, means you will draw the object in first quadrant. Okay. Means you will follow the first angle projection method. The people who are drawing the objects in first quadrant, we say it is first angle projection method. The people who are drawing it in third quadrant, we say it is third angle projection method. Okay. So that is I have explained over here first angle and third angle projection method. Okay. So now what is this first angle projection method? I have clearly mentioned this is VP, this is HP. Okay. And this is the profile plane. See, just now I mentioned here like this. This is VP, this is HP, and this is the profile plane. Similar condition it is mentioned over here. Okay. Now according to rotation protocol, we will rotate HP clockwise 90 degree. So it is rotating clockwise 90 degree, so it will look like this. And this is the profile plane, and according to our rotation protocol, we have to rotate the profile plane anti-clockwise 90 degree. So this is anti-clockwise, so it will look like this. So your figure will convert like this. I have drawn in my side. Okay. This is the figure, this is the vertical plane, this is the horizontal plane, and this is the profile plane. Now let us see, this is the object, okay, which is kept over here, and this is from the front where we are watching. So observer is standing over here. Okay. From the front you are seeing this object. So when from the front you will see this, you will be getting the image in this vertical plane. So this is the front view, clearly it is visible. From here you are seeing, and this object image is creating over here. So this is the front view. Again from top the observer is seeing, and this is the horizontal plane, this is the object. So you are seeing this object directly projecting it, and you will get the top view. Similarly from side you are seeing it from left side, but the profile plane is here. So that's why you are getting the left hand side view over this side. So this is projected over here, and you are getting this side view here. Now just drawing this, since this is how much above XY line, means how much above HP, and this is how much in front of VP, this distance. Both the distance you have to measure here, above HP, this is in front of VP. Now you can draw the front view and the top view. Now once the top view is clear, since see this point, just a minute, let me zoom it slightly. See this point. Okay. So if we project the top view here, you get this point, and this point is common to the side view also. This side view, this point is common to this side view. It is coming here only. So this point is common for horizontal plane as well as profile plane. Okay. So now that is why what we are doing, we have projected this point. Okay, this point and this point and this point, this is common to both, so we have to obtain this and this point. How we will do so? We will just project the top view here, taking this at center, and from this as center, this much as radius, draw an arc here. From this as center, this much as radius, draw an arc here. You will transform this, both this point here. So both these points have been transformed here. Now from here, draw a vertical line, draw horizontal line, you will project and get the side view. So see here, we are observing the left hand side view. Since this is the front view, so you are seeing the side view from here, left hand side view. So this left hand side view is drawn in the right side. Okay, just be clear in the first quadrant. So you are watching from left, but the side view you are drawing it in left hand side. So this is the difference between first angle and third angle. In third angle, if you are seeing the left hand side view, then you have to draw it in left hand side only. Okay, I will be explaining later on. So I think this is clear. Now moving forward to third angle projection method. See, what is this? Here also the object is kept, but since we know that the third angle, this is the condition. This is HP, this is VP, and this is my profile plane. This is my profile plane. Okay, so I have to move it here and I have to rotate it like here. So this is my HP, this is my VP below XY line, and inside of VP I will get my profile plane. Okay, that's why I have done here. See, this is VP, this is HP, and this is profile plane. So if I rotate it, it will look like this, and if I rotate this anti-clockwise, it will look like this. Okay, so the similar condition is drawn here, HP, VP and profile plane. See the difference here, VP is above XY line, HP is below XY line. Here HP is above XY line, VP is below XY line. Okay, and front view is above XY line, top view is below XY line. Here top view is above XY line, front view is below XY line. So this is the difference. Okay, so this first angle projection method is followed in India, Russia and other European countries, and this third angle projection method is followed only in USA. Okay, United States. So we will be following this first angle projection method. Okay, this one. So here see, if you open this, this is here. So you are watching it from the side view, you are watching from left side, and you are drawing it in left side only. The image is obtained in left side only. That is the left hand side view. Okay, left hand side view is in left hand side only. Here the left hand side view is in right side. Here the left hand side view is in left hand only. Similarly, if you watch the right hand side view, it will be drawn in right hand only. Here if you see the right hand side view, it will be drawn in left hand. Okay, so this is the difference between first angle and third angle. One more thing, one more observation. See, in first angle, the object is kept over here, and you are seeing from here, the observer is standing here in front view. So if you are seeing if the observer is seeing standing here the object is kept over here, so you are directly seeing the object. There is no, and this is the plane, so the image is you are obtaining the image here in vertical plane, which we can call the plane of projection also. So this object is not creating this plane of projection is not creating any obstacle in seeing this object, because you are standing here and the object is here. The object is in between the observer and the plane of projection, isn't it? So that's why there is no need of making this plane of projection transparent. Okay, here there is no need of making the plane of projection as transparent. You can make it opaque also. Okay, similarly, if you are seeing the object from the top, this is the object and this is the plane of projection. So the object is clearly visible. This plane of projection is not creating any obstacle in viewing your object when you are seeing from the top. So definitely this horizontal plane is the plane of projection, and there is no need of making this plane of projection as transparent. Okay, and this is the profile plane. You are watching the object from here. This is the object and this is the profile plane. So this profile plane is not creating any obstacle in this object because you are standing here. So this profile plane, no need to making this profile plane as an transparent. You can make it opaque also. But in third angle projection method, see, this is the condition. This is the horizontal plane. Okay, and now you are watching the object from the top. Here is the object, here is the object, you are standing here, this is the plane. So you will not be able to visualize this object unless and until you are making this plane transparent. Similarly, this is the vertical plane and this is the object, and you are standing here, so you cannot able to see, you will not be able to see the object kept over here unless and until you are making this plane, transparent, isn't it? Similarly, this is the profile plane and this is the object, you are standing over here, so this profile plane will create an obstacle in viewing that object, so you have to make this profile plane as transparent body. Okay, so in third angle projection method, all the plane of projections, means HP, VP and profile plane PP, all are transparent, but in first angle projection method there is no need of making those planes transparent. Okay, so this is also one more difference. One more difference is the object is kept between the observer and the plane of projection. The object, this is the object, this is the observer and this is the plane of projection, so the object is kept in between the observer and plane of projection. Okay, here this is the object, this is the plane of projection, this is the observer, means the plane of projection is kept in between the observer and the object. This is one more difference. This is one more difference. In first quadrant, in first angle projection method, HP is below XY line, VP is above XY line. But in third angle projection method, HP is above XY line, VP is below XY line. In first angle projection method, front view is above XY line, top view is below XY line. In third angle projection method, top view is above XY line, front view is below XY line. In first angle projection method, if you see the left hand side view, you have to draw it in right side. In third angle projection method, if you see the left hand side view, you have to draw it in left hand side only. So these are some of the difference between the first angle and third angle projection method. Okay, and I have written it also over here. So I have taken a frustum. Okay, and this frustum, this is the three-dimensional view, so this is the front view. Okay, so this is the front view and this is the side view. So the side view is visualized from, you are seeing this side view from the left hand side view, but you are drawing it in right side. And here in third angle projection method, this is the front view as it is, but here you are seeing the left hand side view and you are drawing it here only. Okay, so this is the symbolic representation of first angle and third angle projection method. These are some of the difference between. Okay, this is this POP, you need not have to confuse by this POP. This is the plane of projection. Okay, so all these things I have made clear once again. Already I have explained in my previous videos, but again I have explained it. Okay, so now let us start with the block diagrams, where you have to, the 3D view is given to you and you have to draw the front view, the top view and the side view. Okay, so now see some of the things I want to clear. Okay, this figure is given in the question and you have to draw these figures, means you have to convert this three-dimensional figure in two-dimensional figure. This is the orthographic projection, and in isometric projection, just opposite, this figure will be given to you, two-dimensional figure, and you have to draw this three-dimensional figure. Okay, so you need to know how to draw both the diagrams, this three-dimensional figure, this two-dimensional figure. Okay, so now first of all we will be talking how we can replicate this three-dimensional figure. We can transform this three-dimensional figure into two-dimensional figure. Okay, here the front view, the top view and the side view all are in the one figure, but here all are different figures. Okay, so we will be assuming that we are drawing in first quadrant only, so need not to bother about the third angle projection method. Here we will be always keeping my VP above XY line, HP below XY line, means front view is above XY line and top view is below XY line. Okay, and the side view from where you are observing, you have to draw opposite to that of it. If you are seeing the side view from left hand side, you have to draw it in right hand side. If you are seeing the side view from right hand side, you have to draw it in left hand side. Okay, so now this figure is how you have to draw this figure. First of all, you have to take one simple light line. Okay, from that take two angle of 30 degree from here and 30 degree from here. See, 30 degree, 30 degree. Okay, and you have to draw these two lines, this line and this line. Measure the dimension. 40 mm means 4 centimeter and here 30 mm means 3 centimeter. From here draw 30 mm vertical line. From here draw 15 mm vertical line. Take the midpoint of this 30, you will get this 15 also, this point. From here also this you can draw. Now take 15 here parallel to this 30 degree line. Here you have to draw only three lines. Okay, vertical line and two 30 degree lines. All lines should be parallel to these three lines only. One vertical line, okay, and two 30 degree inclined lines and one vertical line. All lines should be parallel to these three lines only. Okay, so now 15 this side, then join this 15 from this point. Draw here parallel to this line, draw here 30 mm this is also 30, this is 30, join this 15. Now you have drawn this line, draw a line parallel to this line from here. You don't know the length, just draw a line parallel to this line. Okay, now from here just draw a line parallel to this line. This line is, you know, this line 30-degree inclined line. From here this point, draw a line parallel to this line. Okay, this and this parallel. Okay, so draw a line parallel to this. Where these both line intersect, you will get this point. Now from here take again 15 and join this, and this point and this point you have to join also. So this is the three-dimensional figure. Okay, now you have to transform this three-dimensional figure in a two-dimensional figure. So just see, since the arrow is given here, means this is the front. If this is the front, obviously this is the top, and if this is the front, then definitely beside this there is a side view. So this is the side view. Means if this is the front, you are seeing it from here. So okay, this is the object, you are seeing it from here. This is the object, you are seeing it from here. If this is front, then definitely this side will be left hand side view. Okay, this side will be left hand side view, sorry, right hand side view, and this side will be left hand side view. Okay, so that's why this side is nothing but a right. If this is the object from here, since this is the object, and here there will be the left hand side, and here there will be the right hand side. So this is the right hand side view. So definitely if you are drawing the right hand side view, then you have to draw it in left side. See here, right hand side view it is written, but it is drawn in the left side. Okay, this is front view. See, this is right hand side view, and this is top view. Okay, now just see what you are seeing it from here. Okay, you are watching it from front. You have to draw the front view. First of all, draw a XY line, reference line. Take 1 centimeter, means 10 mm above XY line, 10 mm below XY line. Start the diagram just slightly above XY line and slightly below XY line. Need not to make the diagrams in HP and in VP. It will create complications. Okay, make it slightly above XY line, make it slightly below XY line, and draw the diagram. So now take this point. From this point, draw a vertical line 30 mm and a horizontal line 40. See, this is 40, this is 30. So here 40, this is 30. Okay, you have drawn this line. This is 15, this is 15. This is joined, so you have to join this also. This box you have prepared, and from, if you are looking from here, you will see this object also slightly. Okay, slightly क्या बोलूँ मैं, निकला हुआ है बाहर तरफ. Okay, so you are seeing this slightly coming out. Okay, this portion is slightly coming out from this line. You will see like this. So you will get this line. So this height, you know, 15. Okay, so what you will do, from this point draw 15 mm vertical, and once you have drawn 15 mm, just a minute. So what is the length of this line is not known to us, but if you are seeing it from here, this will be seeing like, when you are looking from the front from here, it will look like it is intersecting this inclined line. It is intersecting this inclined line. You will look like, it will look like this only. So what you do, from this point just make a horizontal line which will touch this inclined line. So this is your front view is completed. Okay, front view is completed. Now similarly you have to draw the top view. So from top, if you are looking it from here, this is the top. So what you will get, what you will see, this box, this complete box, and this is the 30 mm length, and this is 40 mm. That's why I have drawn this 30, this 40 and this 30. This box I have drawn, and see, this line is also visible at 15 mm. So take this 15 mm, means you have to project this line directly. This line is also visible. Okay, now this box is also visible. This box is also visible. Okay, what is the length of this box? This length is 15. This is known to you, but this length is not known to you. So no problem. You have this point with you. You just project it, and this length is 15. So draw this. This box is also known to you. So this is the top view is completed. Now what you have to do, you have to project this, all these points here. Draw another XY line slightly away from this figure and name it as X1, Y1. Project all this point here. Now you have to take this point here. There are two methods. Just take this point as center. From this point center, this is radius, draw an arc here. From this point center, this has radius, draw an arc here. From this point center, this has radius, draw an arc here. You will get these 3 points. Or second method, Second method is from here take an angle 45 degree, from here take an angle 45 degree, from here take an angle 45 degree. You will get 3 points. So both the methods are perfectly okay. The method which you like, you follow that method. Okay, so once you get these 3 points, you project it vertically, and from here you project horizontally. So you will get this box. Now once you have drawn this box, now see carefully, you are watching from here, this is the side view, isn't it? So this inclined line is nothing but looking like a box. Okay, a box of 30 by 30, sorry, box of 30 by 30. So this box is visible, this box is visible to you of 30 by 30, but this portion is also visible to you. And what is the portion is this 15 by 15? So no problem, from here take 15, from here take 15. You have drawn this box of 15 by 15. Okay, so this is the side view. This is the side view which you are watching from right, but you have drawn it in left side. Okay, so I have written this right hand side view, see, but we have drawn it in left side. Okay, so this is the method of converting this 3-dimensional figure in 2-dimensional object, and this method of projection is known as orthographic projection. Likewise, you can see this figure also. Okay, likewise you can draw this figure also. So what does this figure says? Again you have to draw this line. From here take 2 angles of 30 degree and 30 degree, draw 2 lines, measure here 36 and measure here 35. The height is given 30, this is also 30. From here draw 6, take the center of 36, you will get 18, and from here take height of 9 mm, means 0.9 centimeter, you will get this point. Draw this. Okay, now again take this as 35 mm, draw this as 35 mm, take this 12. All these lines are parallel to these 30 degree and 30 degree, okay, and 90 degree. Only these 3 lines you have to draw parallel to these 3 lines, 30, 30 and 90. That's it, no other line should be drawn. So you will get this point, join this point from here, join this point from here, both these lines are joined. Now what you have to do, see, I am zooming it. From here what you have to do, again this is total 36, take the center. From here what you have to do, take 3 mm vertically. What is the depth? Take a depth of 3 mm. So you will get this point. Once you get this point, join this point from here and here. Okay, now as you have joined this point, so you have to join this point with this point. So you are joining this, so up to this much you will be visualize, you can visualize this much, but this much line is inside the figure, this much portion, that's why it is drawn dotted. Okay, so nothing to get confused, that's why we have drawn it as a dotted line. Okay, so now this is the 3-dimensional figure. Now you have to replicate it, transform it in a 2-dimensional figure. Again the similar condition, this is the front, so definitely this is the right hand side view, but you have to draw it in left side. So this is front view. From front what is seen, a box of 36 by 30, 6 and again 18 and 9, this much 18 and this height is 9. So same thing I have done on, and also this point of 12 and 12 is also visible when you are looking from here, 12 also visible. And what else, just a minute, I am zooming it. Okay, and what else is visible? So this 12 point is also visible, and this 3 which is drawn at a height of 3. Okay, that is also visible. So you have just drawn a block of 36 by 30, height 30, take this much as 6 point and 12, this is as 12 and 6. From here I have done the dimensioning, you see, you can visualize it. Now once these points are known to you, what will you do? Take 18 at this is 36, so midpoint of this will be 18, take this midpoint. From here bottom take a height of 9 mm, you will get this point, and from top also you will get the center. From there top drop it 3 mm, you will get this point. Okay, I have drawn the dimensioning, you can see it. I am zooming it again, you can just see it. Okay, likewise, so you will get this point and this point, both the points are known to you. You just join this and join this and join this also. So why we are doing so? Why we are doing so? Because when we are looking from front, we will see this line. Okay, we can see this line if we are looking from front. So that's why this line will look like a straight vertical line when you see from here. When you are looking from here, this line will looks like a vertical line when you are looking from here. Just try to imagine. Okay, there is no other option. So you will get this line. That is why I have made this line dark, else all lines are light. Now the top view, similar this box you will be seeing. If you are looking from the top, you will see this box. So at the bottom there are 6 6, at the top there is 12 12, with 12 12 join this, and this line will look like a vertical line again. So this line is a vertical line. Very simple. Take this point here, draw 45 degree, you will get this point, draw vertical, draw horizontal. Now see in the side view, just a minute, in the side view you are just seeing this box of 35 by 30. So that's why we have drawn this of 36 by 30, 36 by 30. Now this point, okay, and you are seeing this as joining, but this is not visible because this is inside this figure. You cannot see it from here, but you have to show it as a hidden line. Okay, so what you will do? What will you do? You take this bottom point, project here, and this top point, project here. From both this point, draw a dotted line, as I have done here. See, isn't it? So this is the right hand side view. Likewise, you have to draw. I think I am clear. So this is the, if you can imagine the figure, then these type of questions are very easy. You can secure full marks. Okay, just you have to imagine the things. Means from where, if you are looking it from front, try to get over there and see how the figure is looking like. If you are looking it from top, try to see the object from the top, then only you can visualize. Similarly, if you are seeing from the side, try to look the figure from the side only. Okay, now moving further to the next question, let us take a bit tough question. So I am taking this last question. No problem, you can practice all the questions given in NDBUT. Of these type of similar questions are given in NDBUT. You can practice all these questions. Those are more than enough. Okay, and I have explained already. So try to solve the questions likewise and solve all the questions of NDBUT. Okay, so let us see this question. So again similar question. Draw a line, take 30 degree from here, draw two lines, 63 75 25 25. Again it is not drawn directly. A depth of 12 mm. Likewise means कटा हुआ है वो पोर्शन. ठीक है, इतना है और बीच वाला पोर्शन अंदर कटा हुआ है, घुसा हुआ है, 12 mm अंदर घुसा हुआ है. ठीक है, it is kept inside 12 mm the figure. Okay, now draw this 12 mm, you will get this line. Take a height of 50 mm, join this, you will get this line. Now what you have to do for drawing this top part, what you have to do, take this line as 63 also, this is 63, so this will also be 63. Okay, once you have drawn 63, from this end take 22, from this end take 22, and take a depth of 12 mm vertically. Okay, you can draw this because you not know this length, you are not knowing this length. This length is not known to you. So how will we draw? Let's see. So this much you can draw, 22 22 and 12. Once you have drawn this 12, draw a line parallel. Okay, draw a line parallel. Acha, one more thing you have to do. You have joined this parallel to this, draw a line from here joining this. Okay, this can also be drawn. Once you have drawn this 63, so this point is known to you, this point is also known to you, you can definitely join this, and this line and this both are parallel. So what will you do? From this 12 mm you have dropped downwards. From this point draw a line parallel to this line. Parallel to this line, you can draw this line. You do not know the length, but you can draw this parallel. And from this point draw a line parallel to this line. Both this line intersect, you will get this point. Now once you have get this point, draw a line parallel to this line and join this. So this box is completed. Okay, likewise you have to draw. Now similarly you have to draw this box also. This distance I have drawn slightly, I have made the dimensioning slightly in a wrong way. This 12 mm is not along this line, okay. This 12 mm is along this line. This is 12, this distance is 12, okay. From here you can measure 12. Now you, once you get this point of 12 mm, you project this line. You project this line, you will get this line. Now from this end take a distance of 19 mm, okay. How you get this line, it is now clear how you get this line. Now from this end take 19 mm, you will get this point. From this point take 25 mm, you will get this point. And the height is 16 mm, take height 16 mm, you will get this box, okay. This box is completed, but this length is not known to you. So again, simple, very simple, you just project this line parallel to this line, parallel to this line, project this line, and parallel to this line project this line. Both will intersect, you will get this point. Now parallel to this line, draw this line and draw this line. So this box will be completed. Now I think I am clear how to draw this diagram, okay. So now you have drawn this diagram and you have to again project it in a two-dimensional figure. Now one thing is clear, the arrow is given here, means this is the front. From here you are watching. So if this is the front, then definitely this is the left side, this is the right side. So the side view from here, it is the left hand side view, but you have to draw it in right side. That's why see here, I have drawn it in right hand side, the left hand side view, okay. Else all thing is same. This is the front view. Now you have to draw the front view. When you are watching it from front, you will not get this obligation, you will not see, you cannot see this. When you are watching from front, you will look like a single straight line. So what you have to do, draw this straight line of 75 mm, take a height of 12 mm, take a height of 50 mm and join this. That's what I have did. I have done a 75 mm, 12, 50 and join this. Now this line is also visible at 25, 25. So at 25, 25 draw these both vertical lines, okay. So this part is over. Now proceeding further, this slightly mounted portion you can also see, this much portion. So this height is 16, isn't it? But from where you can get this height, again you have to draw this 12. So this 12 is not visible in the front view, this is visible in the top view. When you look from the top, then when you look from here, then only you can see this dimension, isn't it? From front you cannot see this, from here you cannot see this dimension. This dimension you can see only from top. So this you cannot draw until you draw the top view. So drop this diagram here only, okay. First draw the top view. So in top view what you are seeing, this line of 63 mm and this line of 75 mm as a rectangle you are seeing like this. So you have drawn this rectangle of 75 by 63, okay. You have drawn this rectangle. Now you have drawn this rectangle, and in the top view this distance is of, how you are seeing this distance, okay. So this gap is of 12 mm, this gap is of 12 mm, but in the top you are seeing it, so definitely in the top you are seeing it, so draw it 12 mm. Likewise I have drawn from this to, once you get this point, project it vertically, you will get this line. And once you get this line, from here draw 16 mm, you get this point, project it horizontally, you will get this point, okay. So this is the front view. Still the front view is not completed, because when you are watching from the front you will get this, you can see this also, but it is not visible directly. This line is not visible directly, okay. When you are watching from the front, this depth is clear na, at 12 mm this line, so you are seeing this line, but because of this figure it is not clear, so it is hidden part. That's why I have drawn dotted line over here. See, I have drawn the dotted line over here, okay. So now your figure is completed, the front view is completed. Now moving forward toward the top view. So you have taken this 12 mm, from here drop 19 mm, drop 25 mm and project this point. From this point project here, you will get this square, okay. You will get this rectangle. Now once you get this rectangle, this much you have drawn here. Now this portion is left. When you are looking from the top, when you are looking from here, you will see this portion also. This portion will be visible here. Now what you do, 22 and 22, very simple. Draw 22 from here, draw 22 from here. And how much is this depth? It is not known to you, but you have drawn this dotted line. You got this point. From this point draw vertical line, you will get this box. So just be very clear, because this point and this point both are different, okay. So be very clear. The box which is visible to you here is by this point only, Okay, so project it likewise, don't get confused. So this is your top view is also clear now. Now what you have to do, just take all these points here in this xy line, draw another x1 y1 line, project all this point here, from this as center, take all these point as radius, cut an arc or draw directly 45 degree, all the points are correct, project it vertically, project it horizontally. Okay, now you will get this block. Now once you are watching from here, what you are seeing, see, first this line is totally it is visible, this 12 mm line is also totally visible. So first of all draw this line dark. Okay, 12 mm, since this is height, you have projected this, so you will get this line clear. This whole thing is dark. Again this is also clearly visible, 22 22, it is also clearly, how much it is depth, 12 mm, put it here 12, join this, it is completed. Now what you are seeing, this box also, this box is also visible from side, this side, because from this side you are seeing, so this box is also visible, 16 by 25, isn't it? So no problem to measure. Okay, you have just project the lines from here, this is the height, you will get this 16 and this is 25. Okay, it is also clear, because how it is clear, see, you have projected this na, from here and from here it is here, this is vertical, this is vertical, so you got this line, and again from here you are projecting it, so these 4 points are directly known to you, so you can draw this block directly, isn't it? Now coming forward to this block, because this portion is also visible from this side, स्लाइटली उभरा हुआ है, ये भी दिख रहा है आपको, अगर आप इस साइड से देखोगे तो कितने डेप्थ है, 12 mm की डेप्थ है, और ये सब 25-25 है, तो कोई आपको बॉदर करने की जरूरत नहीं है, 12 mm की डेप्थ पे लाइन बना हुआ है आपका, देखिए ये 12 mm वाला लाइन बना हुआ है, बस यहाँ 25 वाली दूरी पे ला दीजिए इसको ऐसे, इधर से 25-25 लेके, ठीक है, तो वो भी आपको बॉदर करने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपने तो प्रोजेक्ट किया हुआ है, ये देखिए ये पॉइंट को आपने प्रोजेक्ट किया हुआ है ना, और ये वाले पॉइंट को, तो इन दोनों को यहाँ से प्रोजेक्ट कर दीजिए, ठीक, तो ये मिल गया आपको. अब क्या है, नाउ दिस लाइन इज ऑल्सो देयर, दिस लाइन ऑल्सो एग्जिस्ट ना, if you are looking from the side, this line also exists, but because of this obstacle this line is not visible, but this is dotted, that's why I have drawn this line dotted, see here. Okay, this dotted line, isn't it? Now this figure is completed. So this is the front view, this is the top view, and this is the right hand side view which you have drawn in left side. Okay, sorry, this is the left hand side view, sorry, you have to correct it. Okay, this is the left hand side view and you have drawn it in right side. Okay, this is left hand side view, because you are watching the side view from here na, this is the arrow mark, so this is the front, if this is front, this is left, this is right, so this is the left hand side view and you have to draw it in right. Okay, so you have to write here left hand side view, that's it, else everything is correct. So I think I can make you understand the things, how to draw orthographic projection. So guys, please practice these questions, practice all the questions given in ND Bhatt of orthographic projection. Then in my next video I will make you understand the reverse of this, means if this diagram is given to you in 2 dimension, the front view, top view, side view, how to transform this 2-dimensional figure in this 3-dimensional figure. This is called isometric projection. Okay, so in my next video I will make you understand that chapter also. Thank you guys, stay home, stay safe and work hard. Thank you, bye bye.